Hi, I'm Cameron, and I don't just read comics, I love them. Welcome back to another episode of Cameron Reads Comics. Today, I want to talk to you about what I'm looking forward to is coming out in 2022. I only have a couple categories, but I thought it'd be really important to share. So, number one, what comic am I looking forward to most in 2022? This one was announced recently, and it comes out in March. Obviously, I don't know everything that's going to be coming out in 2022. So that being the case, this is specifically for comics and even movies. What's been announced? This one I can see moving to the top of my pull list very quickly, though. It is World's Finest, Batman Superman by Mark Waid and Dan Mora. For those that don't know, my favorite writer is Mark Waid. And so that's the number one selling point on this book for me because I adore him. So he can't really do a wrong in my eyes anyways. That being the case, him getting to touch Superman again, I'm so freaking excited for because I think he's one of those I think he is one of the best DC Universe writers. Point being Superman Birthright and Kingdom Come. Note, I didn't even mention his last run. He is just amazing. And then to partner him with who I think is the best Batman artist currently working, Dan Mora, it's insane. It's just insane. That book already, they've only shown the cover and I think one page with a couple panels. You have Dick Grayson Robin. You have, a beautiful kind of Norm Brayfogle-esque Batman. And Dan Mora also nailing the Superman tones. I'm just so excited for this book. I'm so excited for the stakes of this book. I feel like it's a story that we've deserved for a long time now. And it's I think that has the potential to be like a Jeff Loeb Batman Superman level book. It's just so reminiscent of that era and that time. And so I think how those characters are going to be written is going to be awesome. For the superhero movie we have coming out, number one of all the movies coming out, Doctor Strange and why is that the only one that comes to my mind right now? Thor: Love and Thunder, Aquaman, I believe tail end of 2022, December. For all those movies coming out, the one that I'm most excited for is DC's Black Adam with The Rock. I'm so excited for this movie mostly because I am a huge fan of the JSA, meaning the Justice Society of America, that run by Jeff Johns, James Robinson, and David S. Goyer was amazing. I think it's necessary, fundamental DC Comics. I think it highlights the legacy of those characters and they're characters that deserve. I think the Golden Age is some of the most fascinating stories being told in DC lore. So that being the case, for the audience to understand Black Adam, who I think is one of the most... he's so neat. I just think he's such a neat character. I love Shazam too. So Shazam being who he is to me in my eyes, I'm like, more Captain Marvel proper. And I mean like CC Beck, Billy Batson, Captain Marvel is my absolute... I just adore. And so Black Adam being the Doctor Doom that he is kind of character in the DC universe, being the leader of Kahndaq, being an anti-hero, in the powerhouse of The Rock that's going to portray him, I'm just so excited. Like, I want the world to love Black Adam as much as I love Black Adam. And what I'm really hoping for in that movie is the 52 origin with ISIS and Kahndaq, and they're going to tie in Hawkman into it because I freaking love Hawkman. I think, if anything, I'm most excited to see Hawkman in the Black Adam movie. But for the public to hopefully tie in all those things, there's a story that I will read and go over probably closer to when that movie gets released, which is the Black Adam: The Dark Ages. When that gets released, I think... that's what I'm like most excited about because that is the story that showed me Black Adam could have his own origin, and it looks like they're consulting with some of the creators on that. So yeah, I think that not Black Adam could have his own origin. I hope I didn't say that. I mean his own film. He could carry it. So that being the case, I'm excited to see this film do that for that character. I want the public to know and love Black Adam as much as I do. Next, because there's cinematic releases that we talked about, there are streaming releases exclusively. So I have a streaming movie I want to talk about too that I'm also second most excited for, and that is Batgirl. Now they're filming this right now, so I actually don't know if it's going to be released in 2022, which would be really sad for me. But from what they're showing, lately, maybe I'll just use that to be happy about that. Batgirl, I couldn't even tell you the main actress right now, but they're bringing back J.K. Simmons. They have shown some of the set pieces, meaning Batman and Robin has been alluded to. They're saying, the rumor is that they've cast a Nightwing already, which is like, finally. I think DC, we have such a good year of DC content coming out. And it's not so much that I want DC to be competing with Marvel, but I want to look forward to a DC slate just as much as a Marvel slate. I'm like, half the fun about the Marvel Universe is that we have so much content coming to us regularly. And I feel like this is the first year DC has had a slate ready for us, to deliver on a silver platter. HBO Max kind of being the streaming service we finally wanted it to be is really, really, really exciting. So I'm looking forward to Batgirl and the potential and the world building that could happen in that movie, because Batgirl is such a cool character. Give me that Chuck Dixon Batgirl Year One vibe, which I really think is what's going to happen, mixed with a little bit of Batgirl of Burnside, mixed with a little bit of Gail Simone's New 52 run, which I now have on Omnibus, and I will read before that gets released because I want to follow that. I just love Batgirl. I think she's one of the most interesting, fun. If you can give me like all the same energy as Batman while not being dark and brooding and have optimism and hope like Nightwing and Batgirl do and Robin, great. I'm all in for that. So excited for that property. And the last thing that we're going to have in 2022, I believe, it hasn't been announced proper, but we kind of got a trailer. So I'm sure it's going to happen. We got Hawkeye in 2021. So anything is possible. Superhero TV show. I feel like I haven't talked about Marvel at all. And so the streaming show I'm looking forward to most is She-Hulk. I am a huge Jennifer Walters fan, and specifically what I see that they're basing it off of, which is Dan Slott's She-Hulk run. I am so excited for. I think she is just there's a character aspect that I find more interesting than the Hulk. I think the Hulk narrative can actually be very limiting, but the Law and Order and the lawyer-esque and the personality that comes with Jennifer Walters being the She-Hulk, I'm so excited to see translated on film. I really love Jamila Jamil, who they gotten to play Titania. I think the TVA already having been announced and being a part of the Dan Slott run is going to be so exciting to see. I just think that there's going to be a part of her in the Marvel Universe that is going to like fit so nicely. And especially like now that we have a Charlie Cox Daredevil canon in the Marvel Universe, how bad do you want to see Jennifer Walters go to trial against Charlie Cox? How bad do you want to see that reenacted? I highly recommend, if you haven't read, not only the Dan Slott run, but Charles Soule, who was an attorney, who I believe still is, I don't know. He's a comic book writer now. He's doing a bunch of great stuff. He did a She-Hulk run that I found to be exceptional. She was going up against Matt Murdock defending Captain America, and that's the kind of stuff I want to see in my She-Hulk run. So go check that out if you haven't already. I'll gladly reread and review that. There's so much potential for this year. Those are some of the things that I'm looking forward to in 2022. So make sure to collaborate those like and subscribe buttons. I'm Cameron. I just read comics. I love them. And please let me know of these things. Comment your own list. What's your favorite comic you're looking forward to? Superhero movie, superhero streaming film, and superhero TV show, or comic book centered, any of that. Please let me know what you're looking forward to, because I want to know. And make sure to comment down below. I'll see you next time.